Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Isabel and welcome back to another video. So I know I look horrible, so you don't need to say anything about it. I already know. And if you still want to comment, you look ugly or you look horrible, or you look horrible, especially in this video. No need to, because I already know it, so it's not affecting me, so that's mostly what troll comments are for, so it's not going to be hurting me. So there's no need to comment, alright? I already know I look horrible. I didn't really try, so I've just been binging out all day, and I didn't feel like actually trying to look nice today because I'm not trying to impress anybody. So I didn't try. So you don't need to tell me I look horrible because I already know I do. So let's go with the video. So today I decided to do a Big Brother video. So I love Big Brother. So I think I started in the middle of season 15. I was still back in Hawaii, or it was my first year in Hawaii, and I walked in my mom watching it, and I was asking her, like, what are you watching? And she was like, I'm watching Big Brother. And I was like, cool. So I stayed in the living room and I watched an episode with her, or like at least half an episode, and I started to like it. So I was like, all right. So she kind of had to like catch me up on what happened on that season, and I've been watching ever since. I know it's like not that long, but I watched season 15, 16, 17, 18. Now it's on 19. So this will be like my 5th year watching it, and I'm in love with it. I just like can't wait for like the next season, and I'm always asking like, when's Big Brother start? When's Big Brother start? And I just can't wait till summer because I love summer, and Big Brother's playing, and there's Bachelor on, but mostly Big Brother. And so I just decided to watch or make a video on Big Brother, and so I'm going to do it on Big Brother 19, of course, since that's the newest one. And I'm going to kind of share my opinions on like each house guest, mostly like what I don't like about them, because like they're all people, so I mean, I'm not trying to be like mean or anything, because they're all still people and humans. So yeah, but like from what I've seen and what I've heard, like there's just like some things that I dislike. And I feel like season 19, from what I've watched, has been like one of the worst seasons. So I'm going to just kind of like say my opinions on it. And by the way, these are totally my opinions and what I think. You may not agree, and that's totally fine. That's your guys' opinion. But if you guys could like respect just my opinion, it's all my opinion. And you may think differently, and that's totally fine. And I just want to like say it's my opinion, and it definitely doesn't have to be exactly what you think. So yeah, so let's get started. So first, I have my computer back there, so if you see me like reaching over to pull it up, that's why. So I have like written on my computer what to say. Well, not exactly what to say, but like what to remember, because I feel like when I'm making these kind of videos, I always forget what to say, right? So I need like something to remind me, and I became smart this time and said, why not bring my computer in and type what I should bring, or what I should make, or what I should say. So yeah, so first, like if you see me like looking in the distance, that's why. So first I'm going to talk about Alex. So I liked, at the beginning of the season, sorry if I'm using my hands a lot, but yeah. So I really liked her at the beginning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want her to win. I think she's a really good player. And then the rest of the season came. And like, as each episode came, and as it kept going along, I kept disliking her, I kept disliking her more. Like, I like her, but I don't. So I don't like how she's kind of treating other people, like, especially Kevin, and Jason. Like, those two are, like, the most. Even though Jason's, like, her ride or die. So, but, like, Kevin, she's just, like, she thinks that, Kevin's an undercover cop. I mean, he's like 55. Sorry if that's wrong, but I know I'm pretty sure he's in his 50s. I'm pretty sure I searched it up, but I'm not exactly sure. And I don't kind of want to out his age, you know. You can kind of search it up on Google. But so she's just been like really rude to him, and like I don't know, like, you can see it on the show, like, she's trying to get, like, what's that on my table? Oh, never mind. Okay, we Gucci. But, like, she would be rude to him and telling Jason lies about him, like how he's being mean to her and Paul and everybody else. Yet, if I was Jason, I would have been like, all right, I'll do something when I see it. But, and then she's just, like, being mean when, like, Kevin's asking, like, a question or asking why. She's trying to put it on him or something, and then she's just, like, yelling at him and telling him he's getting annoying and stuff like that just to get him off her, or, like, not, he's not getting, like, on her, but, like, getting him, like, away. Even though I think, like, just tell him the truth, or, like, sugarcoat it or something. And then I feel like I feel like she's controlling Jason's game, because, like, she'll get mad at anything Jason does. And then she's like, on his recent HOH, he's like, okay, you need to do this or this. And then she's, like, demanding, put him up, or do this, or do that. And I was thinking, like, this is Jason's HOH. So he can basically do whatever he wants. And you can't like, I know they're allies and they need to be working together, or they would be working together, but you also need to be supportive. And yeah. And then I don't like how she's throwing Kevin under the bus for no freaking reason, and she's just saying, like, oh yeah, Kevin was the other vote, or spreading lies about Kevin and trying to get Jason to change his mind to put him up, like saying, as I said before, that he was being mean to her, being mean to Paul, and being mean to other house guests. Yet, has he? No, not that I've seen, or yeah, because I don't watch live feeds, so maybe he does on the live feeds, but not from I've seen. And then I feel like she's not letting Jason do what he wants on his HOH. Like, he was saying, like, I don't think that I'm gonna put or take one of them off, which I don't think was going to be a problem, but he did tell Raven that she was going to take one of them off, so that kind of made them mad. So I think they wouldn't have been mad if he didn't say anything after that, and then if he just went wherever the plan was, and or just didn't take them off, then I don't think they would have been mad if he didn't lie. And then what else? Yeah, I feel like she was trying to trick Jason. And so also, like, so if you watch it, you know that not Kevin, her and Paul have this secret alliance. Yeah, I think that they're still that like doing their secret alliance. But what kind of made me mad is, like, I know she's not going to tell Jason, but I feel like she's that close with Jason. I don't know why she would be like, oh yeah, like, I kind of get it, but, like, Jason's also her ride or die, so you're going to pick, like, and say if they did make a 2-on-3, who's she going to pick? Jason or Paul? Like, if she picks Paul, then Jason's going to find out, but if she picks Paul, then Jason's going to be like, what? And, like, why would she do that if, like, he's her ride or die? And, yeah. So, I guess if we've been talking about Jason a lot, let's talk about Jason. So, he is starting to grow on me. I do like him and all, but there's just some comments I don't like what he's saying. So, I was watching this one video that was kind of talking about Big Brother 19, and he showed a video. I forgot what channel it was, sorry. But, he showed this video of Jason making a horrible comment about Kevin and his family, and it just disgusted me so much. And I was like, why would you say that? It's not even funny to joke about that stuff. And, like, and if you think about it, Jason's married, and he said something really bad about, like, doing something to Kevin's wife and tying his kids up and making him watch, or something like that, which I thought was horrible and disgusting, which I totally lost some respect for that when I saw that. I was like, how could you say something to that or say something about like that and be like totally fine and laugh about it. Like, that's not right. And then that just made me mad. But I guess he's okay. I mean, like, in a lot of comments I've heard him like that he said, that just made me mad. And I was like, why would you say that? And then but I am glad that he made his like own kind of move at not changing noms. Like, that was his choice if he did or not. But like, I'm not saying like I'd rather him do one or the other, but I'm glad he made his own choice is what I'm saying, because he didn't listen to like Paul or Alex, which like a lot of other people. Oh, something in my throat. Okay. That like if like let me see. If, like, I don't know, if, like, someone else was up, like, if Josh was up or if someone else is up, Paul tried to, like, take over their thing and tell them exactly what to do. And then, so I'm kind of glad that's what he did. But I feel like sometimes he can be, like, tricked easily and he believes people way too easily. But, yeah. So, next we have Matt and Raven. So I know Matt's out and he just got evicted, but I thought just put Matt and Raven together because, yeah. So, I don't feel like they really did anything, and like they didn't win competitions. I know they tried though, so I guess that was okay, but they never really won anything. And what made me so mad was they were so trusting in Paul, and when they're saying Kevin was the back door, and they're just like, okay, sounds cool to me. And they didn't even question him. And they just believed exactly what he said. And I would have been like, ask questions and stuff like that. Because, like, you never know. It's a Big Brother house. Expect the unexpected. And so that's just what made me mad. And I was like, why do you believe him so good? Or, like, so much? Like, I know he can be trustworthy sometimes. But it's getting down to the end of the game. Do you really think he's going to be on your side for that long? Because they should notice how close he is with Alex and then Jason and then the other two. So someone's going to get sent home. And no, they're not going to send Paul home. And they're probably not going to send Alex home or all the other people. So, and I feel like Paul is playing their game also because he just keeps on keeping them through. And the only really thing they've done is like said they would be a pawn and said they're up to being a pawn, and that's they're taking one for the team. Like, and there's barely not even a team anymore. Like, do you think just everybody's buddy and just not going to eliminate anybody anymore? Like, no, not all you people can win $500,000. Like, they still need funding for the place. So that's basically why I don't really like them. And I feel like Matt, he was too focused on eating cereal than actually on the game. And someone else said this in their video that I agree with, that people are getting mad at like Jess giving her game up for Cody or something like that. But and then they get mad at her for that. But when Matt gives his game up for Raven, no one's mad at that. So yeah. So next is Christmas. So I do like her. She's probably one of my favorites, like, over the others, if I had to, like, choose between her and someone else. But there are some reasons I don't like her. So I don't like, what did it say? Okay. Don't get out of my way. I want to know what they said. Oh, yeah, so, like, at one point, when she took Cody off of the veto thing, when I think they're up on the block, and she was like, maybe it's a little personal. I didn't really like that, because, like, this game's not really supposed to be personal. It's supposed to be about game, but, you know, whatever. And then I don't like how she was trying to argue with Kevin after, like, Paul told her what he thinks Kevin's trying to do, he thinks that Kevin's just trying to get votes with Matt. But if you think about it, Kevin probably knows he's not going to win, and, like, why try? But I think he's just trying to be nice to people, and I don't get why they don't get that. And then, So he comes in saying, oh yeah, he's definitely trying to get votes from jury. And I'm thinking, well, he's not going to win anyway, so I think he knows that he's not going to win. I think he's just trying to be nice to people, because a lot of people in this game aren't nice to each other. So, but I just don't like that Paul thinks he's 100% right. Maybe he's not, I don't know. And then they all exactly believe everything he says, and then she tries to argue with him, and like about the smallest thing. So she asked him, hey, is it hot outside? He's like, yeah, it's very hot. And she asked, are you going to get in the pool? He's like, yeah, I am. What about you? Are you going to get in the pool? Like, she could put like her feet in, or her at least one for feet in, and then, or she could like done something. And so he was just being polite and asked back, what about you? Because that's what most people do. If someone asks like, how are you? Then you ask, I'm good, how are you? And so she was just trying to like argue with him about the smallest things. But I mean, I'm kind of glad she did it calmly. She's not like how other people did it. It's like screaming and yelling. And when Josh tried to like turn into a big deal, I'm glad she kind of said like, hey, I got it, it's fine, you don't need to go like ballistic on it. And then, yeah. And then I don't like how, so when she won HOH, I don't like how she said she was going to make big moves, but she still did what the house wanted and voted Mark out. Like, if you want a big move, do big moves, you could put Jason and Alex up, or Matt and Raven up, or just put one of the people up. So that's like a big move, so you can get them out early, and then you could have a bigger chance of winning. But no, she had to put Mark up. And then, but I just want to say toast to her that she like keeps going through, and like even with a broken leg, she decides to keep playing. I think it is kind of fair, or not fair, because she doesn't really get to play competitions that much, and then she's kind of like floating through, but she still tries and to win when she can, and she's making like big decisions and stuff. So yeah, and I like how she's there for Josh when he's like feeling down or something, and being loyal. So because a lot of people weren't loyal in this game. So next we got Josh. So I know that a lot of people don't really like Josh, but like, I mean, I kind of like him. Like, he's fine sometimes, but other times he's like on my nerves, and I'm like, just, honey, stop. Honey, stop. Thanks. But, so I don't really like how he treated other people, mostly Cody, Jess, and Mark, but I'm glad that he did make up with Mark, so it's like not that bad. And I know he tried to make up with Jess and like assure her that she wasn't his target. But I'm kind of mad that she didn't really take it. And she was like being mean, and she was like, go away from me. Now, I thought that was kind of rude. I was like, come on, just be nice. He's trying to be nice to you. So be nice to him when he's trying to be nice to you, because it doesn't happen that often. So take it while you can. And I just wish Jess would have listened to him. But I don't like how he treated them. And I don't like the pots and pans. Like, it's funny sometimes, but... And I don't like how he's trying to start stuff and stirring the pot and starting drama, and then expecting them not to argue back, say stuff back, and do stuff about it, and be like, why? And then he cries most times after it. And like, I just don't like how he expects them not to say stuff back. Like, if he's calling them a liar, and then calling them a cheater or something, or calling them bad names or something, and cowards and stuff. And if they just call him something like a big head, or like a meatball, or, well, I don't think anybody's called him a meatball, that's kind of his thing, but like, them calling him a liar back, and that's all they call him. Like, he would call him like a coward, a liar, and like 5 other things, and all they call him was a liar or something. Or they say like something like, I don't, like, if they're telling him, like, in a nice way, hey, I don't want to talk about this, or I don't want to, do this, or I don't want to argue. I don't want to go in this conversation. Yet he keeps pushing them, until they kind of get to the edge, but they're still trying to be nice. And she's telling them to stop, or to shut up and stop, please. I don't want to go in this conversation. Yet he keeps pushing it. And then they try to walk away, or they walk away, and then he starts crying, like, okay, well, if they don't want to talk about it, don't push them into talking about it, and then just let them be, and then it'll be all fine. And then, but he still cries, but I'm not saying, like, crying is, like, bad and you should never cry. Like, crying's fine, and it doesn't mean you're weak if you cry. But I think, like, it's totally normal to cry. Everybody's cried at least one point in your life. So, and, like, him missing his family, that's fine. Like, I think I cried, like, once in, like, 5th grade, because, like, I lived with my grandma my whole life, and I was really close to my grandma, and I moved in with my mom in Hawaii, which is, like, 8 hours away, or, like, probably even more than 8 hours away. Well, probably just 8 hours away from, or 9 hours away from where my grandma lives, and so she can't visit that often, but I did get to see her, like, 2 times a year at least, and then for summer and Christmas. So I was fine, but I cried because, like, I was just really close to her, and yeah, so there's something else you can know about me, but yeah, I think it's just normal to cry sometimes, and I don't get why, like, people are, like, calling him a baby and stuff, and being mean about him crying about, like, I get it, but I don't get, like, I get it for him, like, crying over, like, nothing, and then, but, like, I don't get it if he's, like, crying about his family or something. Like, at the beginning, like, a lot of people are, like, calling him a baby for crying about his family, but I bet those people who are saying something, I bet they cried at one point in their life. So hey guys, so YouTube wouldn't let me post the whole video at once for some reason. I tried, like, 50 times, and then it would be like, error, not gonna load. So I had to, like, split it up to, like, halfway for each video. So this is, I didn't want to, like, just cut it off, like, half the video, and then you guys be like, wait, what? Or so I decided just, like, to stop it, and then I made this video a day later, and then put it on the end of it. So this is going to be part 1, and I'm going to make a part 2 and see if that works. And it probably will. So I'm going to have part 1, part 2, and yeah, so sorry about that, and yeah.